The image component is used to give UI elements an actual graphical presence on the screen. Images can be used to make up the backgrounds of buttons, panels, sliders, and literally anything you want to put into your UI composition. The first property of an image component is the source image. This is a reference to the sprite that the image is displaying. When using none, the color will be used to represent the outline of the image. Here we simply have a white image color, so let's add a sprite to our source image. The next property is the color. This color is multiplied to the color of the sprite. As such, it can be used for fading or tinting a sprite. By default, an image doesn't need a material, but one can be added if you wish to use the properties of a shader on the image. Note that the texture property of a material will be ignored. Unity provides a number of shaders that can be used with the UI system. To use them, create a material and for its shader property, select one from the UGUI menu in the shader dropdown. The image type property affects how the source image is used and has a number of options. Simple means that the sprite will just stretch to fit the rect transform's size. The preserve aspect option here simply means that the image will be as large as it can be within its bounding rect, but maintaining the aspect ratio that it was imported with. This means that it won't lose its original proportions as it's resized. The Set Native Size button is available whilst using this option also. It will revert the rect transform size to the size of the sprite in its source image. Here you can see that our rect has been reverted to the 64 square size of our sprite. Sliced means that the image will be displayed using the 9slice method. A 9-sliced sprite is separated into 9 sections in a grid pattern. The outer border sections of this grid do not stretch, whilst the center does, allowing for scaling without distortion of the edges. These sections are defined by the borders set in the sprite editor for the texture. For more information on the sprite editor, see the information linked below. The sliced option also has another property, fill center. This toggles whether or not the center section of the 9-sliced sprite is shown. This allows you to design and render borders only of an image. The tiled option will tile the source image starting from the lower left corner of the rect. In this example, we're using an unsliced sprite. The next image type is filled. This type allows you to show a proportion of the image defined by the fill amount property. At 0, none of the image will be shown, and at 1, all of it will be. There are a number of sub-options when using the filled image type. The fill method along with the fill origin determine which point represents the fill amount being 0 and in which direction the image will fill as it increases. For radial fill methods, the fill origin defines where the fill will be carried out from. For the radial fill methods, there is also the option to switch between clockwise and anti-clockwise. These fills are ideal for making UI for health bars or car speedometers in the case of radial fills. For more information on the image component, see the information linked below.